car. Field car? What's field car?
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know, this is my 1955 Chevy two-door post car, and today we're going to be taking it for its first, not test drive because I have driven it before, but its first actual drive. We're going about 30 miles for me to go to school this morning, and we're going to be driving the old car. So if you guys haven't seen this car before, this is my 1955 Chevy two-door post 210, and if you have seen the car before, well, there's a couple things different from the last time you saw it. So we're going to walk you around the car and show you a little bit about it, and then we're going to hit the road and go for its first real drive. So I bought this car fairly recently, and I do believe when I bought it, it was the cheapest running and driving 55 Chevy in the United States. Now that's because it definitely has some issues. So let's take a look at it. If you've watched my videos before, oh, that door does not open. That's part of the reason it was cheap. If you've watched my videos before, you'll know that the floors had horrendous rust holes in them on both sides and in the back. Well, those are still there, but since then we've put some paneling over them and put some carpet, and now she's almost like a luxury vehicle. So that was one big fix we did to it. Another problem with it when I bought it was that it just had a little tiny stock radiator in it, and so since then we've put this nice aluminum radiator. You can't tell because I painted it black, and it's got an electric fan, and it really makes a big difference. It was like one of the cheaper radiators I could find online, but this car runs at about 150 degrees all the time, so it's really good. For the motor, it's just got kind of an older, I think they're called a TBI crate motor. Noisy little plane. It's got an older TBI 350 crate motor from like the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, and it seems to run really good, so nothing super special under the hood. Inside, it's just kind of got some very worn out interior. Still had the original bench seat when I bought it, which is pretty neat. And then the headliner's pretty worn out. And then it's got this horrendous B&M drag race style shifter that I absolutely despise. But eventually we'll be putting a 4-speed in it when I can save up some money. Paint's pretty bad, as you guys can see. The trunk is all beat up. The roof's definitely got some cracks in it too. Rocker panel is rotted out pretty good, but it's a good driver. I've been driving it around a lot, and not a lot, but it seems pretty good. But today's gonna be its first real drive. The rear end is actually a Chevy rear end. It probably has like 308 gears, and it's a pretty good highway cruiser. So I'm really hoping that it makes it the 50-mile drive I have today to school and back. So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, if you haven't seen the video, this is my 55 Chevy, and it's a really nice driver, but it could use a little bit of work. All right, we're gonna come inside here. Oh, look at my poor race car just sitting up on the lift there waiting to be worked on. Anyways, I believe this is the key for it. So yeah, ARP Automotive. Hey, if you want to sponsor the videos, I'd really appreciate it. So anyways, let's hit the road in the old girl and see if she'll make it. So actually, it's kind of a coincidence, but on the way to school, we're going right by where American Graffiti was partially filmed, where the last race is, and Milner rolls over the Falfa rolls over the 55 Chevy while racing Milner. We're going to be going right by there driving a 55 Chevy, which is kind of a coincidence. But anyways, let's hop in the car and hit the road and get on the road to school and hope she doesn't break down. All right, off we go. First real test drive. Now we have to stop and get gas, but fire's right up, that's for sure. Let's roll out. If this thing breaks down, it's gonna turn into a real roadkill episode real quick. We're gonna be stopped on the side of the road or highway trying to fix this thing, and those guys have support crews and vans following them with every single tool they could ever need. I have just about nothing. It's possible that there's a screwdriver rolling around in this car, but I kind of highly doubt it. The old girl won't break down. Old cars never break. That's not true. Old cars break all the time, so hopefully we make it smoothly, but I guess that's what we're here to find out. You're not gonna know unless you test it, so let's make it to the gas station and see how it goes. Oh, there goes all our money, slowly but surely. Guess I can't afford a new motor for this thing. Well, we hit snafu number 1. So I go to put gas in, and the freaking gas cap on this thing is so tight that I couldn't get it off. I tried for like 20 minutes, and then I go in to ask, like, there's a little mechanic shop there, so I go in to ask them for a pair of channel locks to try and open the gas cap. And the guy walks out, and he brings channel locks, but he doesn't use them. He just reaches down and grabs the gas cap and undoes it. And I go, what? How did you do that? I must have loosened it for him. But anyways, we got a full tank, so we're off to school. Hopefully nothing else goes wrong. Cruising right along. We're following this truck, so not too fast, but we've been going about 50 this whole time. She's making great oil pressure, about 40 pounds, just cruising, running at about, I can never tell with this gauge if that's 130 or 150, but whatever it is, it's not very warm, so no issues so far. Let's hope it continues this way. About 10 miles so far. Everything's going good. We're cruising along here right at about 60 miles an hour. Really no issues. She pulls a little one way or another if you'd let go of the wheel, but it's an old car. What are you gonna do? So let's keep on trucking. So we're coming right up to it. So right in here, there's a vineyard there now, but it used to be a field. And that's where in the movie American Graffiti, Falfa rolled his 55 over. So now we're driving our 55. All we gotta do is find us a 32 Ford and we'll have us a good old fashioned street race, American Graffiti style. So I believe it would be kind of right about where this truck is currently blocking that. They would have rolled the 55 over. very nice scenery out here. You can't see it, but there's a little airport out there with a plane landing. Just a beautiful day to be driving the old Chevy around. There's the vineyards out there. Just gorgeous. I hate for a video to be uneventful, but this thing's pretty much flawless. I mean, we're just pulling into school now. She made it to 25 miles without a hiccup or an issue, so you never know about the way back. Sometimes it's just when you think you're all the way there that she gets you, but I don't know, man. So far this thing has been absolutely flawless, which is hard to believe for an old car, but I guess I got a good one here, so time to go to class, and we'll see on the way back if she gives us any trouble. So the old 55 Chevy made it home, no problems. I was going to show the drive back, but it was just so uneventful that I don't see the point. There was no roadkill stopping on the side of the road to swap engines or anything. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yes, you can daily drive a 55 Chevy. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.